And happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
From Edfin Cashford College and Cando Electronics.
Yes.
All right.
We love you.
All right, everybody. So before we get started, we just want to say to all of you, please be safe out there. I've already looked on Facebook, and you all already started your St. Patrick's Day celebrations, which we will be doing here shortly after the show. But please be safe, okay? So, Rob, what do we got going on? Huh?
Everything.
Woo!
Right?
It's been an amazing week, hasn't it? Another amazing
a
week.
super outstanding week. We're here, episode 7,
Woo!
Edfin TV
Man,
with Shelly and
high
Rob,
five.
right?
Woo!
March
That's
17th,
awesome.
broadcasting to you live from Edfin Live Studio right here in Temecula, and what a great opportunity to be here with you tonight. We're so glad you're here, right? Because this is without a doubt one of the best episodes that we've had to date.
And we've had all really good episodes, but we have something special for you today.
And we're speaking in the way of getting your kids on the fast track to success if college is the place that they want to begin at.
Yes.
And what you guys are going to witness today will be absolutely phenomenal, and it will change your life. Absolutely. And we're glad to be presenting it to you.
Absolutely.
What's up?
Yeah, so just to give you an idea of what we've been doing here at Edfin Cashford College this week, and for my professional women's roundtable out there, I want to give a shout out to them first. Women's Peer Connection, because I do have a huge commitments out there to those two groups, as well as to the Professional Women's Toastmasters. And again, like I told all those groups, I apologize. I've been for the past 6 weeks, Rob, I have done no events. I have just been, here, getting students getting awarded, acceptance letters coming in every day.
Yeah. I said this would happen.
So
it's
keeping me and the staff here crazy busy.
Exactly. So a good job is being done here.
So this is good
and
stuff.
Lots of kids are being blessed through this program, which is which I love so much and so excited about.
We're doing great things here.
Right.
And with all your support from the community and helping us. But before we get started, I want to do some shout-outs, right?
We can do some shout-outs.
Some shout-outs. We have some big events coming up here for Jillian Larson at Reality Rally, April 6th.
The Reality Rally. That's going to be huge.
It's huge.
Right.
Oh
Old Town Temecula. And, of course, Edfin TV will be there doing their thing. We'll have our gang up there. We'll be doing some things with shout tag and so forth.
So much fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Temecula. Oh my goodness.
And Jillian, thanks, for the
Jillian's doing amazing things with this Reality Rally, bringing this community together, and sponsor with Michelle's Place Breast Cancer Awareness. Just doing great things for our community. So huge shout out to Jillian Larson with Reality Rally, and also to Michelle's Place.
Awesome stuff.
Good stuff.
I'm really, really excited.
So all right. So go ahead.
We got some really good. Here's what I wanted to share with everybody. Mayor Neil Winter. Mayor of Menifee.
Mayor of Menifee.
Yes. He's going to be on
one of our own
very soon, probably within the next couple weeks. We was looking to have him here this weekend, but he's going to be out having some fun.
Yes.
So we look forward to having him on soon. That's going to be a treat. We'll keep you guys informed about that.
Yes.
We also have the digital certificate.
The digital certificate for 20 minutes to sit down with me, up to an hour. You can ask me any questions about how to prepare that winning essay, how to study for the PSAT, SAT, ACT, any questions you have about completing that admissions application, financial aid, anything about preparing for college. College-bound kids and parents, any questions, let me know.
Right, and you're interested in getting your hands on this. It's very simple to enter. All you need to do is just enter your name and your phone number in the comments during this broadcast right now, and you will qualify for the drawing at the end of the show.
And our winner of last week was Candace. From the corporate room.
The corporate room.
Congratulations. Yeah, was our huge winner last week. So, and Candace, because she has a young daughter, of course, she will, I'm sure, give that gift certificate probably to a family member or somebody at the corporate room that she knows, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Because her daughter is actually you know, just a little sprout yet.
But
And she's one of the students at Miss April's dance studio. So
perfect for the opportunity. So
awesome.
And she's really excited about it.
Yes, she was. She was very super excited.
So if you know, Candace finds a lot of value and a lot of excitement for her kids, and she's good to go. She's good to go. She's sharp as a whip, right? So you can rely on this to help your kids get the door open to their future. It's a great deal, and it's what valued at $475.
Currently, it's valued at $475.
Wow, guys.
Yes.
That's a really good value.
Okay.
Very, very powerful. So jump on that. Just leave your name and, as I mentioned, name your name and your number in the comments, and we'll reach out to you and show you how to get access to that to get your kids going right now. Boom. Okay. And there was some folks that got funded.
Yes,
right?
There were some folks that got funded. I wasn't sure what you're going to tell me there.
I'm so excited. I had to catch myself for a second. Let's talk. Every time I hear about this, I get excited.
I'm actually going to do a shout out, not to mention any names to respect the privacy of our families, but you know who you are out there, and I'm going to talk about 4 in particular. I can't say any names, but anyway, I'll just say one's at Cal Poly Pomona. She was awarded $18,548
Woo!
this year already. And that is her. She's a second year student at Cal Poly.
Awesome.
Last year's first year, yeah.
Cal Poly.
And then we have. Gosh, I wish I could mention names, but I can't. Okay, UC Merced.
So sweet.
UC Merced.
But you know who you are.
Yes.
So
UC
congratulations.
Merced. I have actually this young man that I'm talking about, him and his sisters with EdFin, but he's awarded at UC Merced $36,165, and he's in his 3rd year at UC Merced.
Wow.
And then we have another young lady, she's in her 4th year at UC Santa Barbara. Her award this year is $30,000. So that covers like what? Tuition, books, room and board,
everything,
miscellaneous,
right? Got a little gas money on the side.
Yeah, pretty much. And then our student at Arizona State University, she was awarded $28,000. That's just 4. We have more, but that's just, you know, the 4 we're going to talk about right now.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
And what's the coolest thing about these kids that got funded? Is it the fact that it was it's gotten accomplished with little money out of pocket? I mean, how is this going to look for them? Well,
for the ASU student, there's no out-of-pocket money for her. For UC Santa Barbara, same thing. UC Merced, same thing. The only one that will have a little bit out of pocket, which we already know every day, is the Cal Poly Pomona. She will have a little bit out of pocket, but like the mom was telling me, that she was thinking, well, I don't really, can't afford your services, Shelly, and everything. But then when she reassessed the situation, she says, how can I not afford your services? Either that or I'm going to be paying $30,000 for my daughter to go to Cal Poly Pomona. So she re-signed up, and she's awarded almost $20,000.
Amazing,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those are phenomenal numbers. What is it? There's 3 folks there?
We have 4 right now. 4 here that I'm talking about.
3 are coming out of this zero out of pocket. Amazing.
Isn't that awesome? Oh man, it's a good.
Wow. Right?
That's what you love your job, right?
That is fantastic.
Oh, shout
Congratulations,
out Dennis Normella of the Yes Place.
Hey Dennis, how's it going? Glad you tuned in.
Kelly Broskma, which is our local financial advisor. Miss you, Kelly. And she's part of Toastmasters as well, Professional Women's Toastmasters.
Awesome.
And Crystal Henry, it looks like. Oh, and Ed Deanda. He's from the Philippines.
Yes,
Hi,
indeed.
Ed.
Hi, Ed.
Woo-hoo.
Glad you tuned in.
Thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in every Friday night at 7 o'clock. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And again, special shout out to Dennis Normella of the Yes Place.
Yes.
So thank you, Dennis.
They're doing incredible things over there at the Yes College. Good job, Dennis.
That's where they help kids from 12 years of age to 24 years of age who want to be an entrepreneur.
Correct.
That is the place where they make all that happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. You get all the building blocks.
Yes.
You learn it from the inside
they go there and come here and get funded and go through college and then take that education over there and they start their own business.
Right. And next thing you know, there's some Fortune 500 corporate mogul,
and these kids are amazing.
president,
oh
sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
Here we are, boom,
Yeah.
super twins, making it
All
happen once
right.
again. That was awesome.
And I have more, but I'll save some of that for another time.
Okay, that's cool. So you rated.
The numbers are good.
Right?
The numbers
You think
are good.
they're ready?
We're helping families. Isn't that what we're supposed
That's
to
what
do?
we're supposed to do.
That's
Help
what we do
families
here.
create bright
This
futures.
is how we do it.
Right? No. So,
all right.
here we go, people. Let's give you what you've been looking for. I would like to share with you a really special individual. This young man, he's from North Chicago, Illinois. He's the oldest of 4 children, married 34 years to Diane Gaynor. Look, this is a list. Let me run this to you. 1 son named Terrence, 1 daughter named Natasha, 1 son named Jaden, 1 grandson Jaden, another granddaughter Aria.
Oh my goodness.
He's a graduate of North Chicago Community High School, where he played football, baseball, track, and a field athlete. Attended college on football and in ROTC scholarship.
Wow.
A BA in
awesome.
history from the University of Illinois Springfield. Selected as a paid graduate intern for Illinois House of the Democratic Staff. Wow. Served proudly as a commissioned officer in the United States Marine Corps. Semper Fi. Let's do it, baby. Attended the rank of major. Attained the rank of major. Congratulations. Teaching credential and MLS. Teaching credential and master's in instructional leadership and curriculum and instructor with distinction.
Woo!
Woo!
Like how you say
From
that,
National
distinction.
University, history teacher, Terracotta Middle School, history teacher at Thompson Middle School, bilingual modern world U.S. history teacher, cross country track and field coach with Vista Murrieta High School, member of View Church, serves as a deacon ministry, proud 39-year member of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I want to introduce you all to the incredible Coach Will Gaynor, Vista Murrieta High School.
Woo!
Come on in, brother.
Come on in. Hey!
How are you?
Welcome.
Pleasure
Thank
indeed.
you, thank
And
you
an
for
honor.
having me.
Have a seat. Come a little closer.
Yeah, come a little
Yeah, come a little
closer.
closer so everybody can see your beautiful smile, man.
All right.
Yes,
so
indeed.
welcome.
All right, pleasure indeed.
That's a list of accomplishments. Oh my
Amazing.
goodness.
You've been a little busy. But thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking time out to be here with us. We appreciate it. And all of our viewers out there. And just a lot of stuff I think we got to share tonight, huh?
Well, I hope so. We
Got a
got
lot
some
to
things to share with
share.
them. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. And, one of them, what I was impressed about learning from you is how you worked with kids, as a coach and as an instructor to further, your students' careers that you worked with in the past, and the efficiency and the effectiveness, not only at the time that you worked with them, but in the future beyond that, which is just an incredible thing. So, Mr. Will Gaynor, tell the audience here a little bit more about you, and the way of who you are, what you do. I mean, why you do this?
Why you do what you do?
What gives you that burning
Well, I'm going
thing
to tell
for
you,
it?
I actually stumbled across this by accident. Education and teaching was not on my radar. I saw myself as a career Marine officer going 25, 30 years like my dad did there. But as God would have it, he changed things up for a reason, and I got to tell you, the person that's responsible for me enjoying education right now is my wife and best friend of almost 33 or 34 years.
Wow.
She's been a teacher that long, and I would have never guessed, I would have never guessed that teaching would have been so much fun and such a natural fit. Teachers are coaches.
Yes,
And,
yes, they are.
and it's a different ballpark, different venue, but they coach and they turn out professionals just like you see on the TV and whatnot there. Now, people don't realize those because of those coaches in that classroom, that different playing field that we see what we have today there. So I'm honored to be a part of this humble profession. And then some.
Isn't it awesome?
Isn't it?
It
Educators,
is.
amazing.
And
Love it.
it's funny that I get a chance to play every day.
Right.
I get
That's
to
what I
play
say.
in the classroom. My wife will tell you I do some weird stuff. I get a chance to be that weird person in the classroom, and some folks I know that I take a little getting used to at times. But
That's a good thing.
But you know, once we do, they find out that learning can be fun. It's just how you do it, and I just bring it to them a different way there.
Yep.
And you know, once you get into the meat of it and find out just how fun it is, and help the kids realize that this learning stuff can be kind of fun.
What are some of the things you do to make it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you teach? What do you teach?
I teach history. I'm a history teacher.
Oh.
Okay, I'm a history teacher major. I'm a history major. History was my favorite subject in high school, and so it just seems to roll there. And we do some things.
History was like not my subject.
Well, you are not alone.
Because I was not your student, probably.
Well, you are not alone. And well, you know, there's some things you have to kind of spice it up a little bit and give the kids a different perspective. Okay. I have a little moniker: perceptions and change, and how we look at things sometimes when we're first introduced to it, whatever it is. Sometimes it leaves a little kind of a sour taste on your mouth. And I'm not with this. And then we kind of flavor it up a little bit, kind of spice it up.
And I'm sure everybody can relate to that.
And I've had some fantastic episodes in class, or anything from an interactive slave walking class there, doing a fashion show on
interactive what?
Slave walk.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Well, the kids get a chance to understand one of the things we have to teach in our curriculum is this concept called imperialism.
Okay.
And learning how different countries actually took over others over the course of our country's history, our world's history. And so what better way for kids to understand it? Our kids learn best and remember best by doing.
By doing
why not?
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
And it seems to have been one of those episodes that remains on their minds years after I've had them there. Some of my favorite kids that have gone on to be teachers, and I get a chance to interact with them now.
Wow.
Remember when you did that slave walk, and I never forgot it. So I've just been given a gift to be innovative in that way there. We do
what a way to grasp onto it and visual.
Oh, that's awesome.
We sometimes we study things like the Industrial Revolution, which sounds like chewing cardboard, until you have kids walking on a table doing a fashion show as part of studying how the Industrial Revolution and the clothing in the cloth industry made its way to America by way of a fashion show. Kids in a history class, they lose their minds doing it.
Sure.
Complete with DJ, MC Major G, I might add there. So, I just get a chance to use that imagination.
You make it interactive. You allow the kids to be interactive.
And hopefully change your perception of history.
And you make it fun.
Right. When you're engaged.
See, now if I had a teacher that would have made history fun for me, I might have liked it.
I agree. I certainly wouldn't have been asleep doing slave walks.
I might have liked it.
So
I fell asleep when I was reading history books. I'm like, it was painful.
And depending on the topic that we talk about there, sometimes it's not going to be always that way, but we find ways to engage them and get to hear their perspectives, and you know that they're thinking when you hear how they're piecemealing things together here. It's like a puzzle. Once you see how the pieces of the puzzle fit together, the picture becomes a lot clearer and easier to see and understand, and that's what we do.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
I love that. And you've been doing this for how long now?
This is going on 22 years.
Congratulations.
And it's been so fun, you lose track of the time there. I said, I've been doing this long. It's that fun.
And which high school again?
I teach at Vista Murrieta High School.
Vista Murrieta High School.
Yeah, ranked number 9.
Okay, we're moving on up there.
Ranked number 9
it's
out
a
of
blessing.
10.
It's a true blessing to be there.
Why do you feel it's ranked number 9 out of 10 out of all the high schools in the area?
Well, as always, every school, every place you go has their signature for what they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how they do things, what they're known for. And we've come a long way in the short time we've been around there and putting things together, being innovative in how we teach things here. And now we've just come better and better in including programs and things that help us do things that become a little more attractive, a little more, I want to do a little bit more about that. There is just what we do. We are just who we are and do what we do.
Well, you know, when you say do what we do, well, we just got a special request that it says he does a constitutional rap. Get him to do one.
Oh.
We got a special
Oh, you do a
request here.
constitutional rap.
Well,
We can get some action going on.
Let's get you on the mic. I mean, let's do it.
All right.
All right.
I'll give you a little.
Throw us a few
Okay,
bars.
he's gonna give us some.
Yeah, throw us a few bars.
All right,
let's hear your thing.
give me a little beat.
This is an AdFin TV exclusive.
The First Amendment to the Constitution says freedom of religion, speech, and the press. The second part of the First Amendment says assemble and be not just assemble and be not and just say any crazy little thing you like. Now I think a little help from the crew. That's just a little bit of what we do here.
Yeah!
And you know, it's just a weird way of, again, getting the
That
kids
is cool.
to buy
That
in.
was awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And we get quite crazy with it.
Yeah, I would actually be
I
excited
can
about
totally see
going
your
to history
classroom right
class.
now.
Wow.
Like, is there any
Just
learning
wonder
going on in that
Yeah.
classroom? There's a lot of learning going on in that classroom.
Wow.
Seriously, when you're having fun. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
and then some. And then
Yes.
some. You know, it is a challenge.
That is
I push them
cool.
and push them hard. But I tell them,
But it's
we
fun.
work hard, we play hard.
Yes.
Sure.
And so, you know, it's the balance of the two that I think makes what we do in our class what it is.
I always say you work hard
phenomenal.
and you play harder.
Yes.
Because that's kind of what you're doing.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That's playing to
And
to
the
the
thing about
fullest.
this is what you're doing with the students is you're helping them have fun, and they have no idea
No
the
idea.
seeds that you're planting in the love for history, the love for Constitution, and oh my goodness.
You know,
Yeah,
and
that's
the very,
incredible.
The very thing that they seem to want to run from sometimes, I hopefully have found a way to want to engage them and draw them back into.
Yeah.
And not really recognizing that it's a means to an end.
Sure, absolutely.
Wow.
And so they pick up this information and assimilate it much faster, I would assume.
It seems like it does, and because they move on from my sophomore year to the junior year, and where they take U.S. history, and several have told me that the things they've learned in our class in their sophomore year have served them well in their U.S. history class and beyond. So
Wow.
if the recipe works, why change it?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And these kids are having fun.
Right?
I was
A
having
little
fun
bit.
just getting a little rap on you.
Right?
A little bit, sure.
That was
Exactly.
awesome.
And so,
Fabulous.
you know, with that said, you also have, help children, help students, transition, from high school to college.
Absolutely.
How are you? Because you have this one class with you, this one history class, and
Sure.
they move on to the next grade, what have you. How do you still interact with those students, to get them in that, have them move in that direction, even though they already left your class?
Well, fortunately, we've formed like chemistry. That in that 9 months, 10 months they've been with me, and they like to come back and visit and whatnot. And
Yeah.
they tell me what's going on in their classes, especially I'll always ask them what's going on in your history class. We're learning this, learning that, or they'll tell me we got introduced to imperialism, and the teacher asked them, do they know the definition of imperialism?
Yeah.
And they'll rattle off,
There you go.
and it serves them well. So it's nice to know that they can come back to and share the stories that they're learning about in history class in their junior year, senior year, and beyond, and to know that I've had a little small part in them enjoying an education. Imagine that.
Give some of your favorite situations or favorite experiences in your history class that you can think of right now.
Yeah,
What are some of your favorites?
One I'll tell you about is when we're studying the Industrial Revolution and learning how the textile industry played a part in both Europe and U.S. history there. So again, we set up the classroom where we put together a mini fashion show, complete with models who were the kids. They got up on the runway, the catwalk, if you will. We made the table in our classroom,
Right.
complete with DJ, MC Major G, I might add there. And we spun a little music. They walked up and down the runway, posed, whatnot there. And just giving them a feel for how this industrial revolution helped this country and our world evolve into what it is today.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And again, we find several chances to, sometimes off the cuff. When I talked earlier, we turned the entire classroom at one time into a chessboard.
Tell me more.
And, well, again, teaching strategy, teaching how things work, teaching how people think. And how, even a war scenario, we turned the classroom into a chessboard, and you can guess who the chess pieces were.
The students.
Absolutely.
I know, I already visualized
Absolutely.
that.
And they're teaching them the game chess, they're teaching them strategies, teaching them how to think.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how it evolved into there. And so we find different ways to what normally would be like eating sand, chewing sandpaper, and make it a little more flavorful for them.
I can tell you love what you do. You
Just
love
a little
what you
bit.
do. You love what you do.
I
can see them able to digest it.
And I gotta tell you, hats off to that lady over there, because me teach at first, oh no, it's not going to happen. I'm a pig in mud. I am a pig in mud. Absolutely.
Okay.
And you know, I'll say this. Teaching, and I thank Rob for this, there to focus on this coaching aspect. That's what teachers are. They have their own playing field, and you coach and develop plays, if you will, to help your players be successful in whatever game of life they're going to be in there.
Right.
So teaching, coaching, they're synonymous. They go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
And all those life skills that you're teaching them fulfills in so many other aspects of their day, their lives, their weeks, their months, and even after they leave your classroom.
Learning how to handle adverse success and failure, how to handle and adversity, bounce back from all those are part of the recipe we use in our class.
Sure, and I'm sure it teaches them how to, you see the relational skills.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can take these on and create all kinds of beautiful
and that's the real goal of, besides teaching them what the curriculum asks for, to teach them how, wherever class they go to, they can take these tools and function, survive, succeed anywhere.
That's where it's at, right?
So if I was to ask you, like with Vista Murrieta High School, that as far as how many of your students do you know at that school that actually go off to college? Do you have any idea?
I don't have a number of the actual numbers or percentages, but it's a
but they have a
fairly
really
large
good
amount.
program.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Hats off to the school, the whole staff, and the whole community there. They are very driven to make our community there accessible as it is. And we're good, real good at kind of tailoring to our kids' individual needs, kind of reading what it is they want to do, what their aspirations are there, and I'm paying attention to that, because everybody has certain aspirations, goals, objectives, and learning to listen and pay attention to those is one of the keys I've found to success there. We have things, what we want to teach, what we want to get across, but sometimes it pays more to listen to help accomplish the real goal at hand.
Sure, because let me assume
they can tell you so much more.
They do.
You can assume what they're ready to learn, and you give them that one thing, and they like it, and now they want more. And
sometimes they'll tell you what's on their mind, what they're going through, and it helps me as a teacher, as an educator, to tailor what I'm doing, because it's not about me. Not about me. My goal is I'm supposed to be educating them, and as they speak, as they listen, I'm learning how to tailor, veer, whatever, change the game, the game we're playing to suit the players there.
Amazing.
Because that's how they're going to learn.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And hopefully they'll take that on and pass it on down the road.
Wow. Are you just as engaged with their parents as well during this process?
I have been able to. There have been a number of parents I'll talk to either by phone or by conference that'll come in, have concerns or about where their students are at, their progress, what they can do.
Oh, good.
One of them, and we have a couple of programs that I use in class. One of the one that's most successful is this program called Rise Up. Rise Up is a little program we have that on any day that we have a test or quiz, we have a little review session, 6:55 in the morning, lasts for about 10 minutes. And what we do is we go at it. I'll shoot rapid fire questions to them, scenarios to them based on what they learned, because that's what they're going to be quizzed or tested on that same day. And trying to get them to drop that crutch, close that book, put that pencil down. You don't need that. Sometimes they're writing furiously. Put that stuff down. You know this. You know this. Come on at it. And we get it going, man. You know, and
that's
at
the
first,
educator in me.
Absolutely.
The student in me.
You know, and at first it wasn't received too well by them, because teenagers being in class at 6:55 in the morning, no, that's not good.
You start at what time in the morning?
Rise Up starts at 6:55 in the morning. And let's put it this way: late is a 4-letter word, and we're not gonna go right there.
No. Wow.
The door closes at 6:55.
6:55.
But you'll be surprised. This morning we had a major test review. There had to be at least 50 kids in the classroom.
Amazing.
At 6:55. So it's taking some time, but it catches on. And when they get it and find out how well it works for them,
They do.
it becomes contagious.
It's true, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes
It's
sense.
good
Right.
for it.
And so that's what we do.
Wow.
That's amazing.
You know?
All right. So.
Whoa, are you blown away or what? I mean,
Ooh, yeah, I'm like
This is
6:50 in the
amazing.
morning. I'm like, as a
Woo.
ninth grader, I'm like, I don't know about that. But then again, you know, I mean, my son Jess, okay, who is a junior at Paloma Valley High School, the band, they have to be in full uniform, ready to go at 6 o'clock in the morning. And they don't start class until 9, so they do marching practice, everything for 3 hours prior to school starting.
Sounds
Wow.
familiar.
School finishes at 3 o'clock. They do marching, etc. Pick them up at 6 o'clock. That's 6 hours of band in one day and 6 hours of academics.
Wow.
We have 2 kids.
That's
son
what
and
these kids
daughter,
go through.
that
I'm like,
were in the
yeah.
band at high school, and they went through that same regimen.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how much they get out of that, how that translates into the classroom, the discipline, the attention to
Yes,
detail that
yes.
translates into the
Yes.
classroom and beyond why it's there.
Yes.
So it's a win-win.
absolutely.
Good
Wow.
stuff.
That is
Gotta
awesome
love
stuff.
this.
Oh my goodness.
What did you think about earlier when I was mentioning the numbers about our students and how much money they got awarded? And did you hear all that?
I did, and I'm telling you what, you got my attention. to coin a phrase that money talks.
Yes.
Money talks, and hats off to you to what you're doing with this program and the resources that you're making people aware of. Let's put it this way. People have dreams about wanting to go to school,
Yes.
wanting to go to college, but it's an expensive venture.
Yes.
Yes, it
But
is.
if you know how to go about
Mhm.
finding the resources, who to help you find those resources, it can make that
Mhm.
seemingly impossible venture a reality.
Sure.
Okay, nobody does anything alone.
Mhm.
And I'm learning that more
Teamwork
and more.
makes the dream work.
Every
Say that
day,
again.
every
There we go.
moment.
And I'm
Teamwork
looking
makes
at
the dream
a
work.
team here that I can tell you right now is going to do things here. Being able
Wow.
there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Just find
That's
a way.
huge coming from you, Coach Will.
Yeah,
That's
that's
huge.
awesome.
You find a way to make people aware of what's out there, the resources available. And once they see it works, trust me, they're going to pass that on and on and on and on. So,
Yeah.
people finding out what you do here, the resources you have available, the direction you can have them go to attain those resources, it's going to catch on like wildfire.
And then the highest number I gave earlier in the show was I keep wanting to mention the family's name. I can't do that. Yeah, it's 36,165, and he's attending UC Merced, and he's in his 3rd year.
What I call that's more money, more money, more
More
money.
money.
And you know what?
Right.
In the same,
It's the
I was going to
key.
say something, and I can't even think now.
It's the key.
I went into a whole rap thing behind the
Right?
scenes. More
And,
money, more
and this is zero out of pocket for this young man,
Okay,
right?
right.
He's the one with zero out of pocket for
And
this.
I was going to tell you, 0 out of pocket.
Wow.
But with him, what they're deciding, because this included loans also, but the dad decided not to take the loans, just to take the free money. And this 3rd year, before they started, when he's in his 1st year in college, wasn't with me, and Dad was paying everything out of pocket. And then when he was referred to me by another friend who I wish I could mention, okay, I'm going to mention his name. Okay, Michael Lopez, okay? He's a sheriff. I can mention Michael's name.
sheriff. Yeah,
I
it's
can
all
mention
good.
Michael's name.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael.
You know, it's so important you say that there, because so many people out there, families and whatnot, have this dream of wanting to see their kids attain an education, but sometimes they think because of the dollar bill, it's so far out of reach there.
Right.
And they
And
don't
it's
want to
not.
have to take out a
It's
second
not.
mortgage or take out these loans and whatnot to make that work. But it's folks like yourself and friends of ours also that provide that resource and
Yeah.
knowledge to let them know that the resources, financial or otherwise, are out there, and
Yes,
you provide
they
that knowledge stream for folks to be able to tap into, and they recognize, I can do this. You get into college, you go
Right.
through the process of applying, getting acceptance letters, woot, 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 we got in,
Yeah.
we got
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Then reality sets in.
Oh,
I
how
got-
am I
I
going
got
to
paid
pay
for
for
this.
this? Yes.
And this is where I see you all providing that resources, as well as others we learn with putting our kids,
Yeah.
kids through college, that it's possible.
And you know who I
Exactly.
think of when you were saying that? Like, you get accepted, and then you're going, ooh, okay. Well, person I was thinking about when you said that was Heather Dotson, who's at UC Davis, which is Lori Schrock's daughter. That's what, it's okay, I'm allowed to say that
Yeah,
part,
she's-
okay? Everybody's
she's-
like, okay.
she tells
I'm allowed to
everyone.
say it, she tells
Yeah,
everybody
she
about
tells
it. So
everyone.
anyway, And their total award, she's in her bachelor's program right now. Total savings $138,000.
Boom!
And she's going
That's
to her
amazing,
neurobiology.
right?
She's going into her master's program, and will start in her PhD program after that. And
Right.
Heather Dotson, I cannot say enough about you, Heather Kathleen. You're amazing. This girl has been
Right.
through you wouldn't believe. And she's gonna, the things she's gonna accomplish. She's gonna travel the world. She's gonna, that girl,
Right.
yeah.
And you said something, Will.
Awesome.
That whole thought there was just complete. And at that same time, you got a lot of folks, a lot of parents out there like myself at the time with the kids, where I was working a lot and I wasn't able to have that one-on-one time
Sure.
with them, or it was extremely limited, you know. So in that, you know, with the finances, you know, and so forth, having somebody there guiding my kids while I was out there in the field, bringing in, you know, what needed to be supplied
While
to
you're
the house to make it
working,
work.
taking care of the
Right.
family.
And
Who's gonna
I
help
was
the kids go to
confident
school? Yeah.
that the right things were being, you know, planted into my children to get them in the
And
right
hats
direction.
off to you there, because
Right.
what we have to realize is that it doesn't necessarily have to be us, mom and dad, whomever that is providing that one-on-one knowledge. As long as they're getting that knowledge from somebody,
Yes,
from
That's
yes,
what's
source,
important.
that's the bottom line.
That's the
right?
best thing. That's the
And
best
and
thing.
and
Yeah.
you see our kids reap the benefits of that when they get in that envelope in the mail that's providing that scholarship or that notification because they tapped into those available resources. Hats off.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Hats
That
off.
was Heather. She got her letter. She told me. It says, "I've been accepted. I'm a UC Aggie." And then she goes, "Oh shoot, how am I gonna pay for this?"
Yeah, they said
That was her thing. That was her testimonial on YouTube. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And then
Absolutely.
oh my goodness.
Oh, we
and
got
then that's
Cheryl
Cheryl Lee Delaney Johnson.
She's saying
That's my
Happy
big
Patrick's,
sister.
St. Patrick's Day. Ooh.
Hello.
Oh,
She
big
can-
shout out
she's
to
amazing.
Sean Carter, for
Oh,
JC's
Shauna.
Lounge.
Thank you again for
Thank you
tuning
for tuning in.
Every Friday, we have
Right?
the same group that tunes in our followers
I
every
believe
Friday.
it.
Yeah.
It's
I believe
amazing.
it. You're going to
Love
run out
it.
of room so many people because I believe that.
She does that great of a job, you know, and that's what I love about what she does the most. Is everything she does is very well thought out.
But you got to remember
Right.
that even though you say she, like me, it's a team.
It is.
I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. That it's the team here at EdFin. It's the community out there. Professional Women's Roundtable,
Right.
Women's Peer Connection, Professional Women's Toastmasters, Reality Rally, Michelle's Place. I mean, all these
Right.
organizations.
Folks like yourself
Temecula Valley
and
Chamber of
other-
Commerce.
Sure.
I'm an ambassador. Murrieta Chamber of Commerce. Our families, our students. I mean, seriously, it's all
It's
of
a
you guys
community
that
effort,
make
yes.
all this work.
It is
Because
a
without
community
you,
effort.
we would not be here.
And it's obviously
Right.
chemistry between all those
You know?
elements that you mentioned, why that makes it work.
It
We
makes it
wouldn't
work.
be here. I wouldn't be
Yes.
doing what I love to do. You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
and the parents are excited about it. They're engaged. The kids are engaged, and they're just soaking this stuff up, and it's just absolutely
And it takes a
phenomenal
village.
experience.
Okay.
Right.
I'm getting that. It does really take a village.
does. It does.
Yes, we can't do
As I
this
told
alone.
her, as I told her many
Cannot
times
do this
before, I
alone.
wish you were around when I was in school, and better yet, when my kids were in school. 'Cause each one of them probably could have been president or something.
And you know
like
what?
that. But, I mean, but our vision would have been the limit because, you know, we would have had the right, you know, seeds planted into us, the
Yeah.
right discipline, the right coaching,
Yeah.
being able to see, at least be able to have the correct outlook on, you know, going into life from
Yeah.
Well,
this.
I'll
from
add
this
this,
stage.
I'll tell this to you. I agree with you to a certain extent, but timing is everything.
Yeah.
And we
I'm
know
so glad
that
you said that.
these things happen, how they happen, when they happen,
Yep.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
And right time, right place, right people together, right circumstances and chemistry is now making this come into fruition. So it's and it's all design.
Absolutely,
It's
it's all
design.
designed.
So it's happening
Yeah.
like it's supposed to.
Yeah, the way exactly
I
the way
just
it
wake
should.
up in the morning and I get this message. I get this little, like, we're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here. I'm just like, okay, where am I supposed to go next? You just,
Can't imagine who that's from.
you
though.
just keep following that. Keep following that energy. You know?
So how critical do you feel is having, you know, someone like, you know, Shelly Rufin working with a student that desires to have a college education?
Indispensable, because they'll hear from several sources that college this, college that, you got to do this, or he'll hear people that are trying to set a path for you while he's there, and they're following it blindly without understanding and knowing why. This is where folks like Shelly and yourself there can really put it in terms they can understand. This is this is why we do, this is what we do, this is how we help you get to where you want to go there. And you all can put it in terms that they can understand, and you basically set a roadmap for them.
Oh,
you kind of lay it out for them there, and again, if you follow the road, it's like GPS.
Sure.
You follow the roadmap. Is there any surprise when you get to the end?
None.
No. And you all are doing just that.
Yeah. Right.
And so there's no surprise when they come up with the financial aid and the rewards and the scholarships that you're introducing them to, because you're setting a great GPS system for them to which to follow while it's there. So it's natural.
And I have to tell you, like some of our students that come in, and the staff will tell you too, is that when they come in, they do a personality career assessment with me.
Okay.
Not all college planners believe in this, but I'm one of them that does. So they sit down with me, and I'll ask them, okay, tell me what your strengths are. Well, you know, they all come up with these strengths. No, I mean the passionate strengths. You know, the ones that you
get your blood pumping. Right.
I want those kind of strengths.
You get excited about what you think about it, right?
Give me those strengths, those likes, those interests, those values, those motivations.
And I would agree with you wholeheartedly, because everybody has that one thing in life they want to do. That dream they want to accomplish while there, and there's a means by which you get to it. And once you, folks like yourself, hear that, okay, you can help them design a plan by which how to get there. You got to put these checks in the box along the way. This path, based on what you want, seems like a way to get to where you want to go there. And again, once you follow the GPS, there's no surprise when you get there.
No surprise.
There'll be some hiccups along the way, some bumps and detours per se.
But with Edwin's program, there's no hiccups. There's very little hiccups here. And I'll give you an example. Like some of our students who are accepted to a college, they're accepted on a provisional or conditional basis. Meaning that they, for one reason or another, they have to take like an ELM. They'll have to do, certain special requirements to complete their full admissions. So, so the ELM is early language math, is basically to prepare them to make sure that they're meeting the requirements to be accepted into the university. So it's crucial. It's crucial. But a lot of times these students, when they're accepted, I'm accepted, and then they just, okay, I'm accepted, they don't need to do anything else, right? And so this is where we come in as mentors and coaches and say, you still have to get that amazing grades your senior year. It's not like time to just sit pretty and not, okay, I'm accepted, I'll need to continue to work hard. You still need to continue to work hard.
And this is also where I see your resources being so crucial, because there are certain elements out there in the community, minority students and their families and whatnot, that don't have access to the knowledge or the resources, or just don't know the programs and whatnot that are available to meet that end. So having the means to be able to tap into is so crucial, because just because they don't have the finances and whatnot there, we're all ignorant of something. Ignorance is just lack of knowledge. And once we find out the knowledge, the sources, the resources to pursue that there, it's a whole new ballgame. And again, a lot of our kids that are minority backgrounds there sometimes don't get exposed to these types of programs, these types of opportunities, if you will. So exposure helps level the playing field.
Absolutely.
Knowledge helps level the playing field and show them how to take advantage of those opportunities out there. Makes a world of difference.
Absolutely, I agree. So, do most, I never really thought about this, but do most teachers have access to, say, someone like a admin cash for college, or some sort of college planner that they can call on in certain situations where they see that a student where this would meet a student's needs?
They have a number of different resources they can tap into, whether it be their career counselors, or your counselors within the school itself, who then can kind of point the students in that way. Some teachers or parents, families, like I know we do, have resources and connections outside of the school that we can tap into and direct students in that vein. So I would say that depending on who you talk to, depending to how you let them know what your desires and dreams are, they'll begin to direct you in those directions that will help you get to that goal.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know how to ask the questions though. They don't know what
Right.
questions to ask. So again, the ability to talk to folks, ask those questions, will then gem up answers and more questions that'll help you get to that ultimate goal.
So,
Because, like, for example, like at Chaparral High School that we were just at with Mary Campo and Michelle Zeitz, they're the two head counselors over there. So whenever their kids have questions about acceptance letters or financial aid, whatever
Sure.
maybe, or they're stuck or whatever it is, and of course I'll get an email. You know, we have a student here that has a question. Can you come over tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon? And so what do? I go over tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon.
And there's the magic there. There's the magic where the kids
Yeah.
are starting there. They know the resource to be able to reach out to
Yes.
you and answer that question, and that's a win-win for everybody involved
Yes.
there.
Absolutely.
And so again, being able to get the knowledge out there, expose the kids and the families.
Yes.
Too, because a lot of times you'll tell the kid that sometimes that information doesn't get home. So again, be able to talk to, educate the parents and the families as well too. There's a lot for, excuse me, making that college dream, excuse me, actually come available. And I'll say that depending on their avenue there, some folks will pursue college, and some will pursue different means. It may be a trade school or whatnot there.
Right.
But the resources are still the same. Some may want to be a fireman, some may want a policeman, some may want to be a teacher there.
Yeah.
You find the resources to help them reach that end, and again, make the dream work.
Wow,
And
you know, that's a very, very interesting
And then
statement.
at Chaparral High School too, while you were talking, well, I was just thinking at Chaparral High School when we went in and we did a college kickoff. We did a college kickoff. Remember that?
Yes,
you guys did that too.
yes, you did.
So we went in there. You know how they rotate between the periods. Okay, we were there. We did a FAFSA.
Okay.
So we were there all day long. We had FAFSA classroom.
That's amazing.
So I had my group, my team, and I were in there helping the kids apply for their FSA ID number. And if they, first we had to start out, make sure they have all the resources they need. Do you have your social security number, to do all this? And then if they do, then we go into the next step. And we weren't able to help a whole lot of them complete their FAFSA that day because a lot of them didn't have the information, but we were able to help them afterwards.
And look at the exposure they got, and the resources they now know where to come to get that there. And that's an invaluable resource. I know where to go. And though they may not have finished there, they know where to go to get it done there.
Yeah.
So most instructors then, I'm assuming, will have to seek this resource out and add it on to their repertoire of tools to get a kid in front of their future.
They'll, if they have any type of investment vested in those kids there, they'll help them find the resource, at least be able to direct them to. They may not know it themselves, but knowing where to direct them to is that next step there, which is as good as doing it yourself there. I don't know how to do it, but I know somebody that does. And push them in that direction there.
Right. And you know that the student is moving in the right direction.
And when they come back, I went to see them. They helped with this. Thank you so much there. That's what we do.
Right?
That's what we
And
do.
it's so much fun. I'm like, oh, it's fun.
You would automatically assume,
and it's like, and I'm going to quote my son, okay? I already talk about my sons all the time, but anyway. So I'm going to quote my 25, he's going to be 25 on Monday, the 21st, Tuesday, sorry. He's going to be 25 on Tuesday. Sorry. And he says that when you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Never ever.
Okay.
You could be too busy having fun.
And I'll add a little one to that, to one of my favorites. Do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do.
Yep. There you go. I like that
there
one
it
too.
is,
I like
right
that
there.
too. Yep.
And we can shout out to Darla Delaney.
Darla.
How you
Darla.
doing?
Oh, I'll be seeing Darla in probably about 45 minutes.
All right.
We're celebrating in Old Town St. Patrick's style here.
Off the chain. I know it.
Old Town.
What would you say, Coach William, would, for any instructor, counselor, principal, anybody in the field of education, including parents, right, what would you say would be the number one reason to have to be working with a college planner with either their students or their children?
I can tell you why. Because it's fun.
Let's hear it.
It's fun.
Number one is fun, right? But
It's fun, and you know,
I want to hear his answer. I want to know what's up.
Because it's fun. I want
Stop! You made the shadow come in. Look, all right, I'm back. Can you
I'm trying
see?
to have fun here.
what I say to you, Rob, Shelly, is that, you know, when you look at those kids, your own kids there, and you want so much for them,
Yeah.
and you want to see it work for them,
Yeah.
and recognize that sometimes I don't have all the answers right here. Because kids look at mom and dad, they're the know-it-all.
Oh, I get that. I get that all the time.
Hey, but
I
you know,
get that.
sometimes we recognize I don't know all the answers. I don't have it right
You
there.
know what my parents say when they're walking out the door? They say, they're yours now.
And you probably see them.
They're like, now you can take care of them.
Go. Get out of here.
And I'm thinking to myself, but I already have 3.
Awesome.
No, I'm just kidding.
But it's so
They're
important
yours now.
to be able to, you know, to actually say, I may not know it, but I know where to go. I know where to show you to go get it.
Right.
And from there, and you're not pushing them off on someone,
Right,
but
right.
it's turning them over to someone who can continue the journey. We got them this far. Now it's like a relay race. Pass the baton on to somebody else who can help them continue and finish the race.
I had someone in the community tell me this, and I never really looked at it from this perspective, but I guess everybody's got their own perspective. But she's this in particular person. I'm not going to mention her name as much as I want to.
Just say it.
I can't say because everybody will know when I say her name because
Say
she's in the
it.
community, but I can't say it anyway. Because her son is a client of mine too. But
Okay.
anyway, she just says, Shelly, I don't know how you do what you do. Because you know what? Mine drives me nuts. She's like, and you do this, like, you help all these kids. She's like, I just, you know, don't get it. But I always say, and then when I used to work in the financial aid office, you know, same thing, and outreach and all that. Everybody would say, I just don't get how you like this kind of stuff. Kind of like as a teacher, you know,
Absolutely.
you're dealing with all this stuff. And it's just kind of like, you know, we're weird in that way, I guess. But it's a good thing, you
It's
know?
a beautiful thing.
I'm like, you know, I couldn't imagine doing anything
Kids
else.
become stars.
And it's a
And I have fun.
it's a constantly evolving process.
And I get to wear St. Patrick's Day hats.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go.
It's such a blast. It
It
is.
is.
We have fun.
It is.
We
It's
have
a lot of
fun.
fun,
And
and
that too.
folks are growing all at the same time. It's
Yes,
great.
and we're having fun, and that's what it's really about. You know, it really is
And when
about.
you see the end product after all the investment and time and hard work that you put into it, and you see them walking across that stage with that piece of paper or that goal that they've been going
I
after the
know.
whole time there. Okay.
I experienced
okay.
that.
Yep.
I was watching my son play band at senior graduation, and Ian Chong. Oh gosh, I'm not supposed to say names, but anyway.
Too late.
Ian
See?
Stacy Chong, Ian Chong, there you go. Okay, so I saw Ian Chong walk across he's my Cal State San Marcos kid, the one that he was like, no, Michelle, I don't think I'm going to go to college. You know, but this boy is in college and loving it.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, I got to watch him walk. Can you imagine? Watching, you just don't know Ian like I know Ian, but I'm like, oh.
Wow. Hey, you know what? I have a
To
question.
watch him walk the stage.
One of
all
our
right.
viewers asked us a question.
Oh,
You guys might be able to answer it.
of course.
Let me see here.
We're gonna
Well,
try.
since I didn't get permission to say the name, so I'm just going to say Miss N.
Miss N. Okay,
Right.
Miss
Miss N says, I'm going back. I'm looking to go back to school at ASU, which is Arizona State, of course.
Yes.
I submitted my transcripts application. I'm just waiting for the review in the meantime. I would also like to know about scholarships, awards, anything that can get I can get my hands on, so I can make sure that I'm able to take care of myself and my normal everyday living
Okay.
while I go to school full time. Do you have any suggestions or any links or any help at all?
Absolutely.
Great
You
question,
well,
right?
Absolutely, yes. So,
Very well thought out.
So I want to say that a little bit louder to everybody out there so you understand what the question is. That she's an ASU student, right? Is this Arizona State
She
University?
she says, I'm looking to go back to
Looking
ASU.
to go back to
Okay.
ASU.
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like
she submitted transcripts.
Okay.
Application.
Application. Has she been accepted?
She's awaiting review.
Waiting review. Okay, and just needs money.
She was just like, she wants to know about funding sources.
Okay.
Exactly to.
There's the FAFSA. There's the state grants, institutional grants, depending on which state you're from. If you graduated here in California, then there's different funding for you. If you are a high school student from Arizona, that's whole nother, because there's federal and state regulations on both ends. But yeah, there's the federal grant, there's a state grant, institutional grant, scholarships, there's loans, there's dollars for scholars, there's FastWeb. I mean, there's a lot of money out there for you. If you want me to go into more detail in person, because everybody's situation's different, just give me a call at 951-261-9799. That's 951-261-9799, and my staff will schedule you a free consultation for 20 minutes to talk with me so I can make that happen for you. And
I'll shoot that to you, Miss N, after the show, so you can give her a call and get that ship out the sail.
All right.
Enjoy it.
Thank you for the question.
Indeed.
We appreciate it.
Awesome stuff. I love this, man. This is really, really terrific. Okay. So,
and if you have any other questions out there, we would love to have them.
Yeah, bring them on.
For Will, if you have questions for Will or for Rob as well, and myself, send them our way. We'll be glad to have.
We having the 30-second commercial giveaway coming at the end of the show. So remember to put the name of your business or your organization or your cause in there to qualify for that. In addition to the digital certificate, that's going to be announced at the end as well. So make sure you get in. Time is limited. We're almost out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
You got like,
right?
I don't know. You got
about, when you're having fun.
Yeah, we got like 3 minutes.
Yep.
And counting.
We're going to turn that into another 3 hours. You guys going to hang out with us or what? It's
Hey,
Friday. You don't have anything to do, right?
I was supposed to be there like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, so we are on the way out.
It's St. Patrick's night.
Right. So, Mr. Will, what would be the top reason, or at least the first reason what's the first reason that comes to your mind for anyone to get involved with Shelly when it comes to their college plan?
To be smart enough to know that they don't know it all. To know they want to go somewhere, but I don't know how to get there, and be humble enough to ask somebody to help. Ask someone that knows the answers to the questions they need to ask, knows how to get them to where they want to go. Call himself being humble, but recognize that questions reveal answers there. The more questions you ask, the more answers you're going to get. And at some point in the way, especially with you two here, their answer to the questions that they have that's going to get them to the goal they want, they're going to come up, no doubt in my mind.
Okay. How early do you think they should start college planning?
Freshman year.
I agree.
Freshman year, you cannot start too early.
Yeah.
Sure.
You cannot start too early, and
plus starting in that early, you can start in with good habits.
It's with most things. The earlier you start a practice, the more of a routine it gets. Before you know it, it becomes second nature.
Sure.
You start in the freshman year, by the time you get to sophomore year, it's old hat there.
Right, you got to break the old habits first, and then try to take on new ones.
And,
right.
As opposed to that, I'll get it junior year. No, you don't have time.
No, you don't have that time.
No.
Because
so you can't start.
You can still make it your junior year, but it ain't going to be the same.
No.
Right.
Especially if you want to go to UC Berkeley, you need to start early.
Awesome. So this is something.
So all my Georgetown universities and NYU, because there's a lot of you out there. Yeah, start early. Stanford, Pepperdine, start early.
Right, and teachers, educators, counselors, principals, and others alike out there. Obviously, this is something that you need to have in your arsenal to call on when you see that student there that needs this assistance. I mean, what better gift you can give your student, and what better way you can express your love and interest in their future by plugging them into someone like Johnson-RUFIN.
And you don't even have to do the free digital certificate, which we're going to be giving away here shortly. But you could also just call the office here and speak to the staff. And if you want us to come out to your organization and give a mini workshop, we'd be more than happy to do that as well.
Yes, the more the better. Every kid deserves this opportunity.
It'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And there'll be some different hats for that one.
Yeah, a little less splash, but we'll get the job done. That's for sure.
Have fun.
Right, and it'll be a lot of fun. So that's That's awesome.
That's
stuff.
what we do.
Right?
All right.
Indeed.
Yes.
So, Mr. Will, is there anything special that
Any
you would
last
like
minute?
that you'd like to share that?
Things you haven't shared already?
Man, I mean, it's a bundle of information already.
I
Gold.
know, huh?
You're gold.
I happened across this profession almost by accident.
Yeah.
I had no intention. I saw myself as a 25, 30 plus year Marine Corps officer and all that. And that was my thinking was there.
Yeah.
Detours along the way caused me to have to develop another plan there. So, and it took a while to realize that the resource to what I'm enjoying right now, I'm married to.
Right.
And see, I've been a teacher for some 22, 23 right now. This is not work. I'm a pig in the mud.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes I get accused of having too much fun teaching, but it is.
That's when you know you're doing what you
when
love,
do
when
it.
you're having too much fun.
And so,
and it should be that way.
And it should be that way.
And so here we are, and beyond blessed to be in this position,
Yes.
doing what I do, sharing it with what I love there, and we just keep on keeping on.
Yep.
Follow your dreams, follow your passions there.
I love
Yes,
that.
I love
Follow
it.
your
Definitely.
dreams.
Get
Follow
after
your
it.
dreams.
That's
Yes.
the beginning.
That's it.
Yes, that's
it.
what makes it such a blast and,
Yes.
and a joy.
Dream
to do,
big, follow
right?
your dreams, and when you're thinking to yourself, no, I can't do that, that's when you have 10 reasons why you should be doing that.
Exactly.
And I gotta say, hats off to my son Terrence, daughter Tasha,
Woo.
the nephew Tyrone,
Woo.
niece Revan. And I mean, I'm gonna get my granddaughter, granddaughter,
Get it right.
a grandson there,
There you
and all the fam out there. And of course, I gotta say, hats off to them brothers in purple and gold.
We got that one out. I love that.
Awesome.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor.
All
Thank you very
right.
much, dear.
Oh.
And blessings to you. And I see nothing but great things happening for you too, and the direction that you are taking this, and the resource that you're providing to the community at large out there. They're missing it if they don't tap into this. They're missing it.
I agree, and
Thank you, Will.
that's why
Thank
you
you very
make
much.
such a perfect spokesperson, for this type of.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
taking your time out.
Because-
And
Oh,
coming
it's
in
been an
and-
honor
and
and privilege.
spending
Thank you.
St. Patrick's
Yes.
evening with us.
Oh, pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Indeed,
Okay,
indeed.
all right.
This is awesome
and
stuff.
so when we get ready to go,
Woo!
we leave a certain special way. Okay, we have our own Edfin TV radio
I'm with it.
style.
I'm with
Well,
it.
before we
Oh,
get
oh,
there,
wait,
right?
oh,
we got to
we got
announce our winners.
Okay, announce the winner, Rob.
Right, we
All
got to
right.
announce our winners. We have 2 winners here.
Two
We're looking.
winners.
Number 1, which one you want to do first? The digital certificate or the commercial?
Let's do.
I'm gonna need to go. Let me pop this up real quick.
We do 2 things. We give someone a digital certificate for free college planning for
Yes.
20 minutes with me to sit down
Oh,
and
great.
I
Yes.
answer any and all questions they want for
Oh.
Yes.
for
Gold mine.
for no
Yes.
no
Goodness.
cost. Yeah. You can
Yes.
ask me anything
Oh,
they
my
want under
goodness.
the for
Anything.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Jump
then-
on it.
and-
Jump on it.
Right?
And then we do for small business. For small businesses, we do the same thing.
Right.
We do a shout out for their business and give them the opportunity to come on here and blast their business.
The gold mine is here.
Yes.
Boom.
Okay.
So
Right.
we're doing 2
For
things there.
the support,
Fantastic.
we pay that forward. It's a community effort.
Yes, it is.
No one can do it alone. So,
So with
speaking of
that
that,
said,
I see a couple of places here. I'm gonna move it up and down. I'm gonna move it between here and here.
and then a special shout out to Darla Delaney, our local life and business coach again. That's already
Indeed.
been on our show. Thank you so much, Darla, for tuning in.
I'm not gonna look.
I'll
and
see
you're
you
just
now
gonna,
in about 35 minutes.
You're gonna tell me when to stop, and whatever it stops
Stop.
on. Okay. The winner is for the 30-second commercial will be
Oh,
Sean Carter.
Sean
Oh.
Carter.
JC's Lounge.
All
Hit
right.
it.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Good job, Sean.
We will send you out a link where you can go ahead and set the show date that you would like to do your 30-second commercial on.
Oh, we're
Very
gonna have
simple.
fun. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to get to learn about you, and we're going to blow your business up.
We're gonna have fun.
Right?
All right.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Know it.
Congratulations, Sean.
Okay? And for the
Now
digital,
the digital certificate.
Okay. Well, I want you to look at these. Okay.
Okay.
Because these, I got this. I got this one here. I got this here, and pretty much this one here. Just go through.
Well, and whoever actually wins the digital certificate, like I tell everybody that, like Darla, she has kids that are in college, so she wouldn't be able to use the certificate, but she has a friend that she's referred to EdFin that does, can use the certificate. So whoever we pick can give it to someone who you think can use it.
Perfect.
So I just want to throw that out there.
We
So
can
we're
move
good.
forward. All right, cool.
Forward, okay?
So I'm gonna go like this
Do your thing, Rob.
until you say stop.
Stop.
Wow, isn't that something? Darla Delane.
What are the chances of that?
Congratulations.
Okay. All right.
We did not.
Got the magic touch.
That was not planned. Promise. I promise. It was not.
It was destined. She did it.
And she's got someone she's referring to us to.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, congratulations, Darla. That's great. And we're going to get you the information out so you can get your hands on that digital certificate for the special person
All right,
in your
we're
life
running
to
over
make
here.
that happen.
We got to close this out.
So we're heading out of here, guys.
All
Did you
right.
enjoy the show?
Yes.
Was it valuable and eventful and a lot of fun? Did you learn a lot? Do you feel better and confident about moving your kids forward? I hope so.
And we hope you enjoyed our guest, Will, from Vista Murrieta High School, history teacher.
Thank
The
you
coach.
very much.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome job, my friend.
Appreciate
it's an honor
Thank
and
you.
a pleasure.
Honor's mine. Honor and pleasure is mine there.
Yes,
Thank
a
you
lot
so
of
much.
fun. Thanks for your support. Man, you're a diamond.
It was the last having you.
Yes, you're a class act.
Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
Much
Appreciate it.
love,
All
my
right.
friend.
So when we
Indeed.
get ready to say goodbye, we do our whole as crazy as you want to get. Goodbye.
We say,
Oh, and remember he's fine. Remember that, so you never know.
Wrap it up. We're going to say.